Happy birthday!
Thank you.
21 today.
Yeah.
Times.
2 in a bit.
You alright, honey?
I am, yeah.
You're having a nice day so far. It's only 10 o'clock, isn't it?
Okay. Half 10, yeah.
Half 10, yeah. You've had a cup of coffee and some toast for your breakfast.
Yeah.
You got some nice little presents from your sister.
I did, yeah. And some vouchers from work.
Lovely. So what are we doing today then?
Nothing.
Nothing.
And enjoy the garden.
Yeah, that sounds
and
like
this lovely weather that we're having.
Yep.
Oh, I've got toast crumbs all over me.
You are a classy, aren't you?
Come on, I'll get toast crumbs on you. That's what happens. Just what happens.
Just what happens when you get to a certain age.
You've just got anything to do with toast crumbs.
Birthday cards! Magic bands. The coordinates to Magic Kingdom. We are trying something different this weekend. Obviously we're drinking less, but we've decided this weekend, rather than ordering from Black Lodge or Dead Crafty, we're going to order some BrewDog using the app, which is called, hang on, I just used it, I've put my phone over. Okay, my order's been accepted. That's cool. It's called BrewDog now. They don't deliver to our house, so we're going to have a little drive into town, but we thought it'd be nice to get out for a bit because the weather's lovely. So we can get out, collect some beers, and we can have them this weekend. And probably over maybe next weekend as well, because I don't think we're going to drink all of these. That's different for me to say. Last weekend we had, like, Friday night we had a beer. And Saturday night we had 2 beers. Compared to normally, I told like the doctors that I used to drink like 4 to 5 cans at the weekends. And probably more than that while we've been in lockdown. So yeah, massive cutbacks though. Probably saving quite a lot of money as well. I don't think we'll make a habit of ordering from BrewDog. It's just because they had an introductory offer which was like 25% off. So it's like, well, I'm not going to say no to that. Beer picked up. My air conditioning is very low because it's very warm today, so we'll get this quick. And they threw in a book, so we'll have to have a look at that when we get back. We like books.
Beer books.
Yeah, that'd be great. You need to cut down your alcohol. Here's a hardback book about beer.
I think that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Free book. Craft Beer for the People by Richard Taylor with James Watt and Martin Dickey. Did you have a nice little drive out?
Yeah, it was nice.
We did want to stop off somewhere, didn't we? We want to stop off on Otton's Pool Promenade.
Such a nice day everywhere. It was absolutely packed.
Yeah, it was very busy out there, so we just decided to come home.
it wasn't like sardines packed.
No, but it was just
the car park
too busy for us. Yeah.
Just want ice cream, the ice cream on that.
Yeah, that would have been nice. What's up with you? Oh, you have eaten some of your food. Good boy. Or probably cheers actually. I did the lawn mowing and now we're having a barbecue. Gemma's birthday barbecue. And I just cleaned the barbecue as well. Well, of a fashion. It was covered in fluff off the tree.
Oh no, it's because when we had all that rain last week and you were in hospital, the cover blew off it. I couldn't come out to put it back on because it was raining that heavy.
Yeah.
That's why it was full of water as well.
It was quite cool though when we did remove the covers. There was loads of massive moths in it, wasn't there?
We like moths, isn't
Yeah, so we had a look at a moth and then he flew off into the tree up there.
I've got to get eaten by a bat tonight.
Yeah. Bat to a heck of a meal off him, he was huge. It did say apply the lighting gel liberally. I might have applied it too liberally.
I think you need to on the briquette.
Yeah, there's a bit of lump wood and briquettes in there, isn't there?
You used to get up a good heat, doesn't it?
Yeah. We've tried with the briquettes before and they didn't seem to get hot, but then we noticed that we probably hadn't left them long enough and then they really did get hot. By which time we'd given up on having a barbecue. How many are we feeding here? Looks good, honey. Oh, you got smoke in your eyes. Keeping it healthy with salad and some new potatoes that are done in the microwave. Taking to eating those now, they're really nice. I never can do enough lettuce, or the right amount anyway. Just a wall, a sea of lettuce. Blimey, looks like we've got lunch for tomorrow as well. Looks good, honey, that. Look, no beer. Who have we become? We have a butterfly on the roof. And Gemma spotted that it's a red admiral. It's been there for a little while now, just sunning its wings. Well, it's Friday, and it's fair to say Jin's got a little bit of a routine going now, isn't it? It is kind of cute to see him so eager to eat some food, although he has been a bit fussy of late and left half of it. You want some of this? He's still on the Encore fish stuff, not paid promotion. Yeah, send me loads of cat food, that'll keep me hungry. The real problem is, as soon as he starts meowing, this fella here also comes down because he's like, oh, someone's getting food, I need food too. You'll notice something about the width of Archie compared to Jin. Archie's a younger cat, admittedly, but he's a little on the, shall we say, portly side. I don't want to fat shame him, but he is a bit fat. He doesn't really care though, do you, mister? Hello. He's getting lots of food. Don't worry, we're not starving him, obviously, because he looks like a barrel on legs. This guy needs his bowl washing. I mean, it doesn't look appealing, and it stinks of fish. I've got my eye on you. You've had your breakfast already, and his. I kind of get the feeling that Archie's got a bit of a short-term memory problem, whereby you give him food and he'll eat it and he'll be happy, but then if you give another cat food, Jin food, he'll go, hang on, where's my food? Even though he's just eaten. And then he'll go and sulk. See? He'll have just eaten a full tin of food between the two of them. And now he wants to eat Jin's. Get away, come on, you've had yours. You're not having any more food today. I promise he's had food already. I'm not being mean to him. Now he's sulking. He won't sulk for long. He'll be rolling over on his back being all cutesy in a minute. Of course, it's now approaching the weekend, which means the rain has come out to play. It's chucking it down. It was the hottest day of the year last year, so we sat in the garden until 10:30. It was lovely. Nice and relaxing. But, yeah, raining now. Raining for the weekend apparently, so that's going to limit what I can do. I was going to wash the car because it's a bit mucky. But we'll see what happens. Probably relax is probably a good idea. Did quite a lot of that lately. Good morning. Oops, I've left the blinds open and I look like a complete mess today. I really need a shower. Yes, my hair is overdue a wash. It's weekend, it's Saturday. Gemma's at work unfortunately, so you're going to have to put with me. What's happening today? A couple of parcels. One of them's arrived. One of them is in that stage where Amazon say it's going to arrive before 9 PM. Before when you get the reassuring message of it's 7 stops away. I'll show you the other parcel in a minute and explain the buying process. Explain why I bought that. Actually, I probably need to explain why I bought the parcel that's due to arrive. The other one's just something fun. Yes, other than that, not really much planned. I was going to go for a walk, but the weather is very changeable today, so I think maybe we'll look to go for a walk tomorrow. Both of us, me and Jen, can go for a walk and get the benefit of a bit of exercise. I think I mentioned we've got zoo trips booked again, so in July we're going to go to the zoo, so yeah, you're back to zoo vlogging, which should be fun. Miss doing that. They're some of our most popular vlogs and the most enjoyable to edit. And it'll be a bit different because the zoo only outdoor enclosures are currently open. Exhibits, sorry, so you can't go into the tropical realm, things like that. We'll cover that when we get there. Health-wise, 2 beers last night. That's very unusual for me. Very much reduced beer intake. Feeling really good for it, sleeping a lot better. Still drinking good beers and not, you know, the basic mass-produced rubbish. Arguably, some of them probably are mass-produced, but yeah, anyway, I'll show you my parcel. Right, so to explain, when I came out of the hospital I decided I'm going to buy myself some Lego to treat myself because I was a good boy. So I ordered some Lego from the Lego store. As it turns out, Lego's been really popular during this lockdown period and everything that I wanted was on back order. I'll not spoil what I ordered, but it's awesome. So I decided to have a look on eBay at Lego sets that I always wanted to own. I was lucky when I was a kid. My parents bought me loads of Lego and I still got most of it upstairs. Lost quite a lot of bricks, as is expected when you're a kid. But yeah, this is one set that I really liked when I was a youngster. And it went through on eBay as an auction. So I've been basically trawling the auctions for like ending soonest with Technics Lego that are like sets that interest me, and this was one of them. Lego 8855, some sort of digger. It has an official name, I can't remember. I got this for £16.50. I think it was about 30 quid when it came out. So for Lego, that's a good buy, because, you know, this is retro cool old stuff. Well, to me it's cool. Yeah, they don't do Technics Lego like this anymore with these bits. So you can tell it's quite an old set. I think maybe early 90s, late 80s. I'm going to say early 90s, I think. I'll have to look that up actually. I'd be interested to know when it was from. I've actually been using a website called Brickset to inventory my Lego, because I don't know which sets I have and haven't got, and I still don't, because I've been inventorying what I could find, and I'm sure I've forgotten some, and I haven't inventoried all the minifigs that we bought, but I'm currently at 104 sets. Lego building time. For the edge, you can see there's a few marks and scratches and scrapes, so it has definitely been played with or used. I've got a cloth and some water. I'm just going to give them any bits that are mucky a little wipe down, but it looks like the previous owner's given it a good clean. As I said, my Lego would look nothing like this, because mine was heavily played with. I used to play with it in the garden, in the dirt and everything. It's done, and there's a stretching cat. He's been very interested in this build. There we go, we have steering. And we have... It's a little hard to do one-handed, but we can lift the scoop up, the bucket up, sorry, and then... let's go the right way. Lift the entire arm up. Considering the age of this set, I haven't actually looked up how old it is, 1 second. This set is 32 years old. It's in remarkably good condition. I think the previous owner has replaced some of the bricks, but I mean, you would get to the point of replacing all of the bricks to get them in this good condition. I think I found maybe one brick that was slightly yellowed, one of the grey bricks, which is like way down inside the build so you can't see it, and a couple of these little connectors here have split. They're always split though, so I'm not going to leave the guy bad feedback on eBay for that, because I've got spares of them upstairs I could replace with. But yeah, that's all complete. And there is a second set, as I previously mentioned. There's a little tow truck there, which I'm not going to build right now because I don't need to. But generally, when they did provide you with a second set, they also provide you with the extra bricks to build it. And if you look over here, there's quite a lot of bricks left, so I'm assuming that those bricks are to rebuild that, because I didn't need them for this one. And package number 2 has arrived. Well, package number 2 and 3, but number 3 is not for me. This is to address something that annoyed me last week on the vlog. You'll have noticed when, if you watched last week's vlog, I'm making assumptions, when I was doing the beach bit where I was talking about illness and stuff, the camera froze, and I was using this thing. This is my Sony Xperia XZ3, which I bought. I got a contract for coming up to 2 years ago. I've not really ever liked this phone from day one. On day one I was filming with it and it froze, so I should have just sent it back then, but I didn't. Anyway, not really ever liked it, didn't really get along with it, so I decided to upgrade my phone. But I can't justify anymore the £1,000 that a modern smartphone, like a top-end smartphone, commands. So I thought I'd give this a try. And it might only last for 12 months. It might last for longer, you never know. But people have been raving about this online. So I'm going to try something a little different, and that little different is a Redmi Note 9 Pro. This is what you would call a budget smartphone. This is the UK version of the Redmi Note 9 Pro. This was £244 compared to this, an RRP of around £700. So immediately the cost cutting exercise on this, it's not like an aluminium frame or anything like that. It doesn't have as fast a processor as this, but it does have a lot. Well, actually, that might not be true. It doesn't have the current fastest processor, but it does have more memory than this phone, and I have real problems with this. And it also, more importantly for me, has a lot more battery than this phone. So I thought it's about time I tried one of these new budget smartphones that people are raving about, instead of throwing another grand at one that annoys me. You know, basically I'm paying £50 a month for that on contract, and I hate it. So when that contract ends, I'm going to go SIM only at a very much reduced cost, because I get far too much data and I never use it all. So I'll do some investigations into how much actual data I use and find out what I need. Anyway, let's have a look at the Redmi Note 9 Pro. It won't come out of the box. Unboxing fail. Come on. See what you get for your 245. It should have been 279. This is the 128 gig model, I think. Yes, 6 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of onboard storage. But Amazon had an introductory offer, presumably, which meant it was a bit cheaper. It was 244 quid. Normally the 64 gig version of this is 259, and there's a bit more choice in colour at the minute, but because it's brand new, some of the colours are a little harder to go with. Straight away, you buy a top-end phone from a top-end manufacturer like Samsung and Sony, well, maybe not Sony, Samsung, Google, they don't throw in a free case. I mean, it's only one of those, you know, those rubber feeling ones, but hey, the first thing you do when you get your new phone is drop it. Well, I do anyway. So straight out of the box, there's a free case. I like that. Here's the phone itself. It's massive. I kind of wanted a smaller phone. It's the same size as the XZ3. Yeah, Sony XZ3. And there's some information about it. But yeah, it's one of the differences straight away is the XZ3 does have a quad HD screen, so that's like 1440p, and this only has 1080p. But to be honest, that's just another thing that eats into the battery on this phone that hopefully this one will solve. And I really don't use my phone for anything other than updating our Twitter and the occasional YouTube video, so I can live without the quad HD. Here is the device. Actually does not feel like a cheap phone. The chassis on it is apparently plastic. That doesn't feel like it's made of plastic. That feels quite weighty, and I like a weighty phone. I know some people don't, but I do. But compared to my phone, it has the pinhole camera in the middle. We haven't got the screen turned on at the minute, but the screen runs all the way up to the top, much like some of the Samsungs now. It has four camera lenses on the back. I'm assuming one of them is not a camera lens, it's for something else. But mine only has the one. So, you know, for vlogs and stuff, we might be able to have a play about with and see and compare and contrast. The fingerprint sensor on my phone is there, which is weird because I sometimes press my finger on the lens and get the lens monkey. On this phone, it's here on the side. Again, like Gemma's Samsung, she's got a S10e. The colour is beautiful, I really like that. And also, I believe, yeah, it actually has a screen protector fitted out of the box as well, so a factory fitted screen protector. And the front and back are made of Gorilla Glass. Gorilla Glass 5, I think. Did it say on the doodad? No, it didn't. Never mind, ignore me. This label is stuck on, but maybe we can try turning it on, see what happens, because they usually come with a bit of charge in them, don't they? Redmi by Xiaomi. So yeah, I'm hoping that when I record videos using this, because when we go to the beach and stuff, I don't always take the G7X, I just use my phone out of my pocket. So I'm hoping that with this one, you know, I won't get those hanging situations that I had, along with a lot of other problems I've been having with this phone where I'm just not really super happy with it. But yeah, there's the screen. The one thing I have noticed in the reviews I've read for it, and I can see it here, is the light around that pinhole camera lens is a little bit weird. It's not perfect, but I'm okay with that for the money. And as I say, if I get 12 months out of this phone for 244 quid, that's actually good value to me. So this is the selfie cam on my Sony XZ3. I think I've always found distracting about this, and I don't know if it's been like this on other phones, but when I'm looking at the camera now, my lips aren't synced to what I'm seeing, and it's really distracting. When I'm vlogging normally, I don't really notice, to be honest, but I've just noticed it now. and I have noticed it a couple of times in the past, because you're never quite sure if the video you're going to get out of it when you do your edit is actually going to be a little bit paused, because I have had that in the past with this one. More so when it was older software versions. I think what it is with Sony is, what I think it is with Sony is, they don't have a lot of resources to dedicate to their phones, because they don't sell many of them, to be quite honest with you. So I think that their software side suffers because they don't provide updates like they should. You know, there's not enough staff there to be able to bug beta test and stuff like that, and I think that's where the problems come in. So occasionally when they do software updates, they introduce new bugs that they'd fixed 2-3 versions back, and it feels like they've reintroduced the bug where I used to get a lot of freezing using this selfie cam. I posted on the Sony Xperia subreddit, which is useless, and people were like, oh, it must be something you're doing, and it's like, no, I know how IT works, I'm quite computer savvy, it's not something I'm doing, it's something wrong with the phone. So I gave up on that in the end and just didn't bother pursuing it, because I just thought, it's a quirk of this phone, but either my physical handset or the Sony Xperia XZ3 in general. Anyway, let's try the new one and see what that looks like. So now we're over on the the Redmi Note 9 Pro's camera. So that was a £700 phone, admittedly 2 years old. This one is a £244 phone, so yeah, again, not expecting miracles. I can already see that the voice problem I mentioned in the last one with my mouth being out of sync is the same on this one, so maybe it's just something that all phones do and I've just never really noticed it, but just because I'm sat here on the couch, I'm spotting it. Ultimately, looking at the screen, the colour on this looks more crisp. The black's darker on this. I always found that one a little bit washed out. The contrast is a little bit extreme on this one, though. I think I'm not an expert, but it's just what I'm calling what I see. What do you think? I think ultimately the difference will be when I actually put this on the PC and start doing some editing on it. And I'm aware I'm looking over there. It's because I'm looking at the screen and not the lens. I always do this with cameras. I just can't help it. I'm not a professional. But yeah, what do you think? We'll see how we get on. There is a camera obviously on the other side. There's multiple of them, so let's have a look at some of those as well. Switching to the camera on the other side now, I can't see it, I'm assuming I'm filming myself now, I don't know. There is a wide angle camera on this side as well, so I can actually get a little bit more in shot, but at the minute it's just using the standard main camera on this device. The other thing I do need to check, I might have messed up and not done this, is with the Sony I have to wait a couple of seconds when I press record, so if I don't do that I cut off the first word I say. That was something I used to get on the old vlogging camera, the Panasonic TZ60. You don't get it on the G7X. The G7X is bound straight on and starts recording, so I can literally press record and say something and it picks it up. Not I should do that, but you know, sometimes in the heat of the moment you forget. But yeah, I'll have to see what happens with this phone. It's all part of getting used to it, isn't it? Interested in buying a phone and then reviewing it purely as a vlogging device. It's probably quite useful to some people, because starting off with vlogging, you don't want to be spending a fortune on things like that. You want to just get your phone out your pocket and start going. I could probably do a comparison actually between a few phones, because I've got Samsung, Sony, iPhone. My work phone is an iPhone X. I've always struggled to get video out of iPhones. I'm just not used to the operating system. Anyway, enough chatting. I'm going to carry on playing with my new phone now. Hello.
Hello.
You're home.
Yeah.
You've been home for quite a while, to be fair. Yeah, we had some lamb kebabs, didn't we?
We did.
Which is one of our favourite things from the butchers.
Into lamb kebabs.
So, a couple of things. You just booked us a little trip, didn't you?
I did. Yeah.
Just a little stay at home.
Yeah, it's not quite
UK visit.
Orlando, is it?
No,
but,
no.
I've booked us to go to Centre Park in September.
So we've got ourselves a little lodge.
Just a little Monday to Friday. Well, little lodge. We've got a massive lodge.
Yeah, we've got, what is it, a 3-bedroom?
3-bedroom lodge, yeah. Well,
so anyone want to come?
So yeah, yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna take some food up. We're gonna just relax and have nice little walks in the woods.
Games, take some cards. We can walk in the woods.
Take the Switch.
There's loads
some
of nice
Mario
walks. The early morning ones with where we see the deers and stuff.
Yeah,
that'd
be nice, wouldn't it?
The swimming pool may or may not be open. We don't know yet.
Yeah, I'm not too fussed, to be honest.
We don't really
walks,
do any of the activities there anyway, do we? No. Sometimes we play mini golf.
Yes.
And pool.
Oh yeah, and look for red squirrels, but that's not an activity. But
yeah.
But they do like nature trails and stuff, don't they?
Yeah, but I'm thinking the sports centre might not be open. There's a few restaurants and they have takeaway and stuff like that as well. So
but we could probably do like a T-bear run on the way up and get some nice steaks as well.
We can do a Tesco shopping and make sure we've got.
And call in at Lakeland Be nice to call it like on my way for
on the way there or the way back.
Yeah.
Because it opens again.
Hopefully we'll
hopefully
we'll get up there before then and get our memberships renewed.
Yeah.
I think that'll be a nice quiet day out compared to Chester, which might be a little bit busy.
We're doing Chester next Sunday, aren't we? So
that should be good. Anyway, it is Saturday, and although we aren't drinking as much as we have done, as in it's 9 o'clock and we've had a beer, we got Stout today.
Because it was my birthday.
Yeah.
So Mark was very, very nice and drove me to BrewDog to get my favourite beer.
Yeah, that was actually part of this vlog at the beginning.
My Vagabond.
Yeah, we got the Vagabond, didn't we? And they gave me the book.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a Stout called Pie in the Sky. I'm not sure what flavour it is, but it sounds interesting.
Pie?
I don't know. Shall I go and find out?
Yeah, find out.
So it's called Pie in the Sky, and it says here it's 4% ABV, but when we've just looked on the app, it was Overworks Pie in the Sky, which is 7.5% ABV. Interesting. What do you think?
It's a sour.
It's a sour?
Yeah.
Great. Sour Stout.
Well, it's a sour.
Let me try it.
I'm telling you now, it's a sour.
Yeah, that doesn't taste like a stout at all, does it?
No, not even slightly.
I wonder if they put the wrong glass in.
Well, what could it be? I've never had it. I've never had a sour that's this dark before.
No.
They're normally always light. But just say it's black cherry, so...
Maybe it's a sour stout then. Let's have a look at the tasting notes. It's quite nice actually. I quite like it for a sour.
Yeah, it's alright. It tastes like black cherry, but it is a sour.
Oh, it's no.
It's a pastry
Yeah,
sour.
it is. It's this. This decadent imperial stout is fermented with cherries and infused with vanilla, rich, dark and tart with tannic, dry finish, like a chocolate cake spiced with sour cherries.
I'm not getting any chocolate whatsoever. I am getting sour cherries.
Yeah, it has been in the fridge for a couple of days, so maybe it's not at its
I might
best.
just leave it there to come to room temperature.
Well, I'm getting chocolate now. It's on the aftertaste. It's subtle compared to the cherry. The cherry's overpowering it.
It's like a Black Forest Gatto almost.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, it's not unpleasant.
It's not 4%. It doesn't taste like a 4% to me. So I think our Untapped app is accurate. It's 7.5. I forgot to ask. What's your score out of 5?
Oh, I give it a 3.5.
I give it a. I'd never rate sours normally, but I give it a 3.
You should start rating sours you like some sours.
Yeah, but I don't feel it's fair to rate a sour like 1.5 out of 5
when you don't like
when I don't like it,
yeah,
because it brings the breweries a rating down.
Giving it a better rating, maybe you should rate it.
Yeah, true. It's Sunday, and we came for a walk at the beach.
It was alright when we left home.
Yeah, as you possibly can see from behind us, it ain't. It's not the best weather.
And the car is actually moving because the wind is that strong.
Yeah, and I haven't brought the G7X, so
No,
you're on the floor. So if we do get out of the car, all you'll be able to hear is.
Yeah.
And I can't really show you now, but behind us there's a car. Sorry, to the side of us there's a car, and there's just starlings just hunkered down, sheltering from the bad weather. Oh dear. Maybe we just go for a drive somewhere else then.
Yeah, we can just drive.
So we're at the house at least. Well, our drive didn't really amount to much, did it?
No.
Oh, look at my hair.
Wow.
But we did get home to a rather nice treat, and that was Gin's thrown up on my iPad. So now my iPad smells of fish. Yeah. Fortunately, even though there was a lot of fluids in it, it doesn't appear to have broken the iPad. And Gin seems okay as well, more importantly.
Yeah.
And keep an eye on him.
He always does.
I think the heat tends to affect him now. He's getting a bit older as well. But yeah, our drive, we went over to Southport, and then we called to the woods that I walked in the other week to see if we could walk there, but the minute we got there, the heavens absolutely opened it, poured it down. So we came home. I love it when I want to do more exercise but can't because of the weather. Oh well. Jem's just preparing our tea today. I noticed that on the feeder there we've got like, I think there's 5 long-tailed tits, but we've seen 7 flying around. There's a couple in our neighbour's garden as well. We really like long-tailed tits, they're very pretty little birds. There's another one just come in. We've had them nesting in our garden in previous years. I'm pleased they're still about.
Look at how pretty little birds.
They are. Off they go. Well, that one just flew off. There's still a couple knocking about.